Nah. Hello, whoever's in here. Oh, we got Carell and Hunter. How's it going? What's good? I'm gonna try to send this to some more people. Oh, that's not gonna work. Has it gone kind of wild? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, we're safe. Thank you, Carell. Are you guys safe? Are you and Caden safe? Let me know. Hope you guys stay safe. But yeah, we are safe. Thank you for your concern. Oh yeah, I'll send that to them. That's good. You guys are safe. It's very good. What are you talking about, Hunter? Has it gone kind of wild? What do you mean, Hunter? You need to learn to fix your spelling. Looks like we had somebody else join. A third person. Say your name and your favorite roller coaster. Did I send it to them? Okay. Alright, I'm going. Oh, you think he means as a hurricane? Not really. Hunter, we are just on a call, bro. What are you talking about? Hunter, you need to fix your grammar. You have no idea how to spell, man. But yeah, Hunter was begging me to do another live stream, so that's why I'm doing this right now. Oh, looks like we had one more person join. Say your name and your favorite roller coaster in the chat. We got 4 people in here right now. I know we just did a live stream last night, but my cousin wanted me to do another one, so that's why we're here. Get up! Sam, what are you talking about? But yes, it is acoustic credit on a live stream. But yeah, me and Samuel and Hunter were just on a call because we are going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights in 2 weeks. And I know Sam is also going to be vlogging for his channel, and I'm going to be vlogging for my channel. And Hunter is just coming to have fun. But yeah, that's going to be our second visit at Halloween Horror Nights. It should be super duper cool. Nice, yeah. See, okay, here's the thing. I was trying to invite Caden, and if I invited Caden, then of course you would have come also, like if your parents allowed you. But Caden said he couldn't go. So, I just want to let you know I tried. I tried to invite you guys as well, but Caden said you guys are not able to, so that's unfortunate. But I'm sure you would have probably gone if you said you guys could. If your parents let you guys. But yeah. Oh, you don't think your mom would even let you? That's okay. I understand. It's a pretty intense event. I totally understand why your parents wouldn't let you. But yeah, I tried though, so I did want you guys to go. But yeah, I tried to invite a couple other people, but most of my friends aren't able to go, so we got a couple people going. Should be a good time. We're going to be doing Stay and Scream, which is basically like if you have a Universal Orlando annual pass or like just a day ticket to Universal and you're already in the park like during the daytime hours and you also have a Horror Nights ticket, they let you just stay in the park in like a holding area and you can get in one of the lines early And if you don't have Express Pass and you have a Universal ticket, I recommend it because that can get you, similarly to Express Pass, that can get you all 10 houses in one night. And I mean, if you already got a Universal Pass and you're going to Horror Nights, might as well take advantage of it. Because in reality, it doesn't mean you have to go super early, like 9 in the morning. Like, you can literally just go at, like 3 o'clock, like 3 p.m. I mean, you'd be there till 2 a.m., so it's like a 13-hour day, but like, in reality, if you go from a if you go to a theme park from opening to close, that's about the same span of time you'd be there anyways. So I highly recommend it to anybody. But yeah, it's pretty cool. What's it called again? Stay and Scream. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Sam does not have a Universal ticket, so he'll just have to miss our first house, unfortunately, which probably will be Insidious, because we're going to try to do Insidious the further twice. But Hunter got a pass, so he'll be able to do that our first time with us. And yeah, we'll do that. Should be pretty sick. And yeah, I don't know. I thought it was going somewhere. What's better in your opinion? Velocicoaster or Mako? Velocicoaster. Are you kidding? Like, first of all, Mako is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Mako is one of the greatest coasters I've ever been on. But, like, an Intamin Blitz is going to be a B&M Hyper any day of the week. Like, I'm sorry. Like, they're both the best of their model. Like, they're both the best of their class. Like, I think Mako is a better B&M Hyper than Pantheon is as an Intamin Blitz, but Pantheon beats out Mako because it's an Intamin Blitz. Like, by default, like, they're both the best of their class. Velocicoaster is the best of Intamin Blitz class, and Mako is the best of B&M Hyper class. But by default, Velocicoaster is better because it is an Intamin Blitz. And it also has really good theming, like, especially in the first half. The first half may be a little bit slower, but you got all this rock work and those raptor statues. It's one hell of a ride. I'll just say that. I could yap on all day about Velocicoaster, but I'm not. All I'm going to say is really great. The second half is very powerful, very intense, incredible ride experience. Second launch takes the wind out of you. Top hat, crazy ejector in the front and the back. 0G stall, super great. That wave turn after the stall gives great air. Super whippy. Mosasaurus roll, great. The first half is a little bit slower, but it does give good hang time, good ejector pops, and good near misses because you're weaving through a raptor paddock. And the queue is great. Overall, just phenomenal. So, yeah, that's like 2 minutes of me yapping about Velocicoaster. Just to let you know, that could have gone a lot longer. But I chose to make it shorter because we got other stuff to talk about, hopefully. Velocicoaster is projected to be your number one, and I do not blame you one bit for that. Okay? It was projected to be not my number one, and it was my number one, you know? It was, but until I rode Iron Gwazi. Let's see. You're probably going to ride Velocicoaster before you ride Iron Gwazi. So, I mean, so Velocicoaster will probably be your number one for a little bit until you ride Gwazi, because I do think you will like Gwazi more, because that really depends on what kind of experience you like, because Gwazi is just like non-stop in your face action. But Velocicoaster is like, it's very non-stop, but it's not quite as intense as Gwazi. Gwazi, I just like it more, even though the theming might not be as good. It just feels better as a roller coaster. Like, it's smoother. It's just a more enjoyable coaster. And I would like to marathon Iron Gwazi a lot more than I would Velocicoaster. But they're both incredible, best of their class. And some of the best roller coasters in the world, both here in Florida. Super duper lucky. Like, both easily top 10 coasters in the world. So, what can I say? We're lucky. It could go either way. I just think Iron Gwazi is a more enjoyable coaster experience. Carter Hemphill, glad to be here. Oh, nice to see you, Carter. He also goes to my school. Out of all the coasters at the Universal Resort, which one would you remove if you had to remove one? Alright, here's the thing, because everything plays their niche there. Oh, wait, actually, I already know what it is. Okay, because originally I was going to say Gringotts, because, don't hate me, Gringotts is awesome, but they do have an indoor coaster in that park. But here's the thing, I wouldn't remove one of the kiddie coasters because everything plays their role. I feel like that's unfair because I would if I was the owner, I would get rid of Gringotts over the kiddie coaster. Don't get mad at me. But like obviously I don't want to remove either of them, but like if I had to remove one, it would probably be Gringotts over the kiddie coaster, like the Troller Coaster or Flight of the Hippogriff, because that would be unfair because that plays a role in that park, the kiddie coaster. Versus, they already have an indoor coaster with Mummy, and they're not that far off. Mummy has a lot more coaster elements, and Mummy is a better ride. But I wouldn't be mad, or I would be mad, but like, if I had to choose one, probably the best option would be to replace Gringotts with like a more traditional Harry Potter dark ride. That's originally what I was going to say. Wait. But then I got to thinking. I forgot about our dear friend, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. The nominee for the roller coaster being replaced is Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. Yay! But just to be honest, it's a fun roller coaster. I like the gimmick. The gimmick is what is really good about it. That's the thing that that's the thing I like most about it. The gimmick of choosing your song. But even that is kind of buns nowadays. Like, even that's kind of a ripoff. Because they took out most of the songs. And now, on Rip Ride Rocket, they only have 5 songs. Which is the amount of people in this live stream right now. Also, you guys should like the stream. But, you know, like, Rip Ride Rocket only has 5 songs nowadays. Which is a ripoff. So even the part I like most about it is not good anymore. Thanks for liking the stream, that one person. But I feel like I like the gimmick, but the theming is very Six Flags-esque, which is not a good... Oh, it's you, Carter, nice. But which is not a good... which is not good because this is Universal, right? And the theming should be good. Like, you pay a lot to go to Universal. It should be Universal level theming. Yeah, thank you, Carter. It's not a good look. But, like, yeah, and the ride has a lot of mid-course brake runs. You do get good airtime popping into the mid-course brake runs, which is appreciated. But the ride is so rough that it's hard to put your hands up. Like, it's a fun ride, don't get me wrong, but the layout, other than the non-inverting loop and the airtime you get going up into the brake runs, other than that, the layout is a little boring, so I would keep the music gimmick, but I would replace it with a more modern coaster. Like, maybe, like, one of those Intamin vertical launch coasters, like Storm Coaster, in Abu Dhabi, I'm pretty sure. Because that could pay tribute to the old vertical lift. Like, obviously, whatever it's replaced by needs to have a vertical lift. Like, whether it be a Gertzler or Eurofighter, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, because people would be weirded out if the new ride has no vertical lift. Because the new ride should have a vertical lift when it does be replaced. Which, by the way, it is rumored to be a closure date announced pretty soon. They are rumored to replace it with another coaster. And you know, they don't have any rides there that go upside down at Universal Studios. So that's also kind of annoying. But, like, they should pay tribute to it with some kind of vertical lift. And you know, it's better than just a vertical lift, a vertical launch. Give it an Intamin vertical launch coaster. Similar restraints to, like, Velocicoaster with the Intamin over the shoulder lap bars. Give it better theming. Like, I think, like, theming, like, the queue line for Aerosmith, even. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's better than what they have there now. Theme it to rock and roll. Give it music. And just more creative, like, intimate elements. Maybe to pay tribute to the non-inverting loop, you give it a non-inverting Cobra roll. Like they have at Conda, Wallaby, Belgium. Just something to think about. But yeah, I'll probably take out Rip Ride Rocket. I was going to say Gringotts, poor Gringotts, but I forgot about Rip Ride Rocket, and, you know, it needs a better coaster in its place, guys. Like, you've got all these quality coasters, these modern Intamins, these modern Intamins, Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, and you've got this old school Hulk, which even Hulk is old school, but it still holds up to the quality of these modern coasters. And you've got quality attractions around the board, even Mummy at studios and stuff. But then you just go to Rip Ride Rocket, and the theming decreases, the ride experience decreases. It just doesn't hold up to the standard, in my opinion. But it's a fun ride. Maybe doesn't belong at Universal, maybe is what I'm trying to say. Still, Iron Gwazi is an RMC Hyper Hybrid at Busch Gardens, Tampa. If you need more information, look up a POV. But yeah, it used to be Gwazi, which was a dueling wooden coaster, but a company called Rocky Mountain Construction came in and they redid it. And instead of 2 dueling wooden coasters, they turned it into 1 hybrid coaster. Yeah. A hybrid coaster is wooden supports and steel rails. But yeah, it's super smooth, a lot of airtime. Just look up a POV if you want. You might go to BGT first. We'll see. I would probably go with you. But yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. I just think you'd like Gwazi more. But maybe that's because I like Gwazi more. I think you'd think Gwazi is a better roller coaster experience. Let me see here. Did you get mad when Caden and I rode Gwazi without you? Not really, because I got to rode it not long after, but yeah. It was funny, because when we went, we were thinking, like, that one time we went, the first time, we thought we were going to all get to ride Gwazi together, but it was closed that day, and that was, like, heartbreaking for me. That was really very sad, but, you know, it's whatever. Okay, bro. 1 Fish, 2 Fish is not a roller coaster. That's a flat ride. And also, like, I don't even know if I'd remove that because everything has their place, right? Like, that's not fair to the kids if I rip out 1 Fish, 2 Fish because Universal is marketed as a family park. Like, just think about that. But yeah, okay. Rank all the rides at Universal. That would take ages. I'm sorry, I don't know if I want to do all that, but I'll tell you probably the top 5. Number 1 is Velocicoaster, of course. You guys, I'm not going to yap about it right now because you heard me yap about it at the beginning of the stream, but that ride is incredible. I'm just holding one of my GoPro screws. But number 2 is Hagrid's. You know, super fun, a lot of gimmicks, a lot of, okay. Hagrid's is great, you know. I like the drop track, I like the backward section, the theming is great, the launches are great, and overall it's very similar to Guardians. Like, those are the 2 story-based family coasters in Florida that are really, really good. The best 2 family coasters in Florida. Because they beat some of the thrill coasters in Florida. Like, I would take them over Hulk, to be honest. But it's, like, funny because, like, Velocicoaster and Iron Gwazi are, like, the 2 major thrill coasters in Florida. And Hagrid's and Guardians are, like, the 2 major family coasters in Florida. And they're, like, super story-based. And have a lot of great theming and gimmicks. Because, no, spoiler warning, Guardians has a backwards launch. And Hagrid's also has a backward section, so pretty cool there. And Guardians is also, it's a spinning coaster, but it's not really a spinning coaster because it's like an Omni mover, like Haunted Mansion or something, where it's like an old classic dark ride where the seats can like swivel to face people at show scenes. I'm pretty sure Disney coined the term because they also used it for like other stuff, like I think Spaceship Earth, Finding Nemo, stuff like that. Those are all Omni Mover attractions. And Guardians is coined the Omni Coaster because the vehicles, it's designed by Vekoma, the track, but I believe the vehicles are trademarked by Disney. They just needed an actual manufacturer to manufacture the track, so it's more professional versus like Disney just building the track like Lagoon would. But Center Point, oh my gosh, he means Cedar Point. He's just horrible at spelling. We all know that. But that's my cousin, by the way. But Guardians like swivels to show people at show scenes. So it's not really a spinning coaster, but it's kind of is. So yeah, it's a great ride. But yeah, Hagrid's is great. What was number? Oh, we're still ranking. Oh yeah, I got off track. Sorry, we're still ranking rides. Number 3. I don't know, man. Number 3 is probably like Hulk or Spider-Man. And then whichever one, it's number 3 is either Hulk or Spider-Man, and number 4 is either Hulk or Spider-Man. Like for example, if I decide to put Hulk at 3, then Spider-Man's 4. If I decide to put Spider-Man at 3, then Hulk is 4. I think I like Hulk more, but and then number 5 is probably like, I don't know, probably one of the water rides or maybe like Forbidden Journey or something. Oh, Mummy. Number 5 is Mummy. But yeah, that's top 5. Okay. Houston's 20 subs. Nice. Oh, bro, Red Bad Rocket is for sure going to be shown on the channel. Because we're going to Horror Nights in 2 weeks. And even if Grad Venture, like, I don't think it'll be closed by the time Grad Venture is. Because even if they announce a closing date, like, in, like, a month, they're probably going to give people, like, 4 months to go. So, like, even if... But we're going to go out Horror Nights, so don't even worry about it. Like, if they announce the closing date today, they're for sure not going to close it in 2 weeks. Because they need to give people more time to do it. They can't just pull a Busch Gardens like they did with Scorpion and just, like, give only people 2 weeks to ride it. Like, Universal is going to be more professional about that. That's why they had to extend the closing date for Scorpion. But, like Universal is fine with that. Universal will give people several months after they announce the closure. Then they'll start demolishing it. And then the actual attraction will open, like, 2 or 3. The actual attraction that's replaced in the Rip Red Rocket Plot of Land will open, like 2 or 3 years after. Okay, yeah. Major goals and admissions before the end of the year for the channel. Well, there's not much year left. I don't know. Probably go to Howl-O-Scream, make a vlog there. Make vlogs for my birthday weekend coming up. Wish me happy birthday in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. But, yeah, we're going to go to a bunch of parks that weekend. We're going to be going to Islands of Adventure one day, Busch Gardens one day, possibly Howl-O-Scream, SeaWorld one day, Epcot one day, and then the following weekend we're staying at the Cabana Bay, which is the Universal Resort located adjacent to Volcano Bay with, like, a guest entrance. And... yeah, and it's going to be super duper cool. And we're also going to Halloween Horror Nights. So, yeah, probably that. I don't know, probably go to some parks for the holidays. Like Universal does a pretty good holiday event with Earl the Squirrel. Pretty funny, but I saw this commercial. Like, I saw this commercial that Universal made, which was hilarious. It was like that's commercial making at its finest. Like it was for Universal's Christmas event, and it showed a night worker in the set for Dead Man's Pier Winter's Wake, which was on a Halloween Horror Nights haunted house from 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah, that was 2022, I believe. Yeah, because that's the year they did Halloween and stuff. Yep, 2 years ago. But he was in the set for Dead Man's Pier Winter's Wake, and he had like a flashlight, right? And he was like looking around, and then Earl the Squirrel like basically messed things up and like tore the wires apart and stuff. And they're like, well, I guess Halloween's over. It's Christmas time. And Earl the Squirrel was like, yay, no more horror nights. It's very funny. Universal is great when it comes to stuff like that. We love Universal here at Poster Credit. Sorry if I'm drinking water a lot, talking a lot, you know. What is my sister playing? Wait, give me one sec. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell my sister to turn that down. My bad. Talk about Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. That's what Hunter was talking about. Well, I don't know. What do you want me to talk about Cedar Point specifically? You got to give me a specific subject, man. Because if you tell me to talk about Cedar Point, I'm going to be talking about it for 20 minutes and then I'm going to lose my voice because it's freaking Cedar Point. So please, for my own well-being, talk about, yeah, rides. Of course I would be talking about rides, but, like, it's an amusement park. Like, be more specific. I know Sam can give me a pretty good category because Sam knows stuff. Most anticipated park in the world. I have no clue. I gotta do some thinking about that. You know, how about I try to think about that? Cedar Point's one of them. I will say that. But as far as like amusement parks versus theme parks, Cedar Point is probably at the top of amusement parks. Runners up like Kings Island, maybe like actually Knott's Berry Farm is technically a theme park. Yeah, stuff like that. It's very anticipated. As for theme parks, it's probably like European stuff, to be honest, like Fantasialand and Alton Towers. Stuff like that looks really cool. Energylandia is very anticipated for me because of Zodra and Hyperion, of course. It's just a stacked 1-2 punch. Theme parks or amusement parks both have their pros. I think overall, me and other enthusiasts, the general consensus is theme parks. Because every theme park in the world, except for like Disney World, also has thrilling roller coasters. Like Universal is the perfect example because they have thrilling roller coasters, but they're a theme park. So it's like thrilling roller coasters with really good theming. And even like Busch Gardens, to an extent, is considered more of a theme park than an amusement park. It's kind of half and half. It could go both ways depending on the person, but they do have like some attractions like Cobra's Curse that do have like fleshed out stories. So I guess those are like theme park aspects. But I think the general consensus is theme parks. The only thing that would stop me from choosing theme parks over amusement parks is I feel like theme parks in general tend to be a lot more petty with the rules. And I feel like the employees like don't hate me. Like it's not as fun to bond with the employees at a theme park because I don't know, man. Like you go to like Carowinds and you ride Fury 325 and the ride operators in the control booth are like hyping you up. They're like, you at the end of the night, the train comes in and it's like 8:02 and the park closed at 8. And they're like, and you got last train of the night and everybody's chanting, one more ride, one more ride. And then they send it around again. And it's like, that's some crazy customer service that you would like never get at like, I'm sorry, like Universal and Disney do have really good customer service, don't get me wrong, but the rules are a lot more maybe like professional, I guess. I don't know, but like they wouldn't do that there. Like theme parks overall, like the vibe is better at theme parks in the sense that there's like themed music and immersion. But even amusement parks, like if they're well taken care of, because stereotypically, like amusement parks can be like cheap and dirty, but like Carowinds was like nicer than like more well maintained than like SeaWorld. Like Carowinds was beautiful. It was an incredible park. And sometimes I like not having like obviously theming is really, really great, but I'm not running to Velocicoaster at the end of the night because I want to see the Raptor animatronics. Those enhance the story while we're there. But I'm running to Velocicoaster at the end of the night to ride it and experience it. Like, theming enhances it. I think that's something people need to understand. Theming isn't the base. The base is the roller coaster. If Velocicoaster was a horrible coaster and had great theming, then, like, then I don't know if I'd like it. Like, I'd appreciate the theming. But I run to Velocicoaster for the experience. It's like I've heard somebody in a video, in the Coaster Studios video for Velocicoaster, they once said, I believe it was Scott from Coaster Studios, he said that if Velocicoaster was in a field, it would be a top 10 roller coaster. But it's not. It's at Universal. And the theming enhances it, and it makes it like a top 5 coaster. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, sometimes, like, that doesn't matter as much to me because sometimes when I ride Fury 325, as opposed to, like, a really dramatic soundtrack, all I want to hear is them playing country music in the station like they always do and hearing the ride operators chanting one more ride. Like, it's not themed well. Like, Fury 325 does have a really cool entrance sign, but that's about it when it comes to theming. But it's fine, because it feels like the ride operators are like your friends, and they're like pumping you up. And they give you airtime room, because they're enthusiasts. They don't staple you. They're like, hey, here's some room. But at Universal, like, that doesn't slide. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. It can go either way, but I feel like the general consensus is theme parks, because stereotypically across the board, there's not as much variety. Because amusement parks can go from like dirt cheap to like Carowinds. There's like too much fluctuation, but theme parks across the board stereotypically are good. So like, yeah, man. Wax rules. Yeah, you know, it's chill. Amusement parks are cool, but both have really, really good. The topic of amusement parks and the topic of theme parks, both of them have some really, really good parks. For amusement parks, you've got Cedar Point, Kings Island, Carowinds. Amusement parks are dominated by Cedar Fair / Six Flags, I would say, because they did the merger and everything. Theme parks are dominated by Universal, Disney, like the stuff in Europe, like Phantasialand and stuff, which is basically like Europe's Universal. PortAventura, which is also like Europe's Universal, was actually owned by Universal at one point. And there's a rumor they might buy them back. So, but yeah, theme parks have really good parks, and amusement parks have really good parks as well. So it's a good time either way. I love going to both theme parks and amusement parks, obviously, but you know, I have fun at both. But if I gotta choose, probably theme parks. But you know. Man, I'm talking a lot in this stream. But it's okay, because I'm elaborating and telling you guys some good information about coasters. B&M or Intamin because they're more outside the box. Like, B&M has a good formula. They stick to their formula. Their formula is good. They do what they do well. But Intamin, man, like, Intamin's more creative. Intamin has some crazier elements. And I guess you could say Intamin is more well quality overall, but like, well, B&M is quality. They're probably a little more expensive than Intamin. B&M has a very strict formula, and they do it well because they're reliable rides, right? They're smooth. They're capacity monsters. B&Ms are people eaters. They are crazy capacity. Like, B&M lines fly, except for, like, Manta's line. That's an exception because of slow ops. But still, it's 32 passenger trains, and that's, like, at least 2 trains, and, like, the dispatch is maybe, like, 4 minutes, but still not that bad of capacity. B&Ms are very quality products, but Intamin takes more of risks. And it may not always turn out great because they can be very unreliable, but, like, they try, and, like, when they, because they're so creative and outside the box, and they're doing all this crazy stuff, what it means is that by default, they're going to create some pretty freaking crazy things. And that's what people love them for. Their mentality, right? And they will do some crazy stuff. And yeah, and that's what people love them for, because in result, we get stuff like I-305, Skyrush, El Toro, Velocicoaster, and, like, it's crazy. It's, like, a great portfolio. B&M doesn't have as great of a portfolio, but they have a more consistent portfolio. Because B&M's worst rides aren't really that bad, but Intamin's worst rides are trash. But, like, it's fine because Intamin is creative, they take risks, and they're outside the box. But yeah, I could see it going both ways. But more than B&M and Intamin is RMC. RMC is awesome. RMC is my favorite manufacturer. Just because I love their style of rides. I love how their rides feel. I've only been on one, but I can tell that they're great. Like, they're like, from riding Iron Gwazi, which is apparently the best RMC. Like, I can kind of tell how the others feel. Like, from watching the POV and from combining watching the POV of Twisted Timbers and riding Iron Gwazi, like, I know how it feels. Like, I know how that trick track feels. And, man, it feels so good. Like, all I do is I just want to sit in that seat right now and ride Twisted Timbers or Steel Vengeance or Zadra or something. Because I know how they feel after riding Iron Gwazi, and they're just incredible. Like, no other manufacturer. Because they might be even more outside the box than Intamin. Who in their right mind would think of steel track on wooded supports? That is such a unique concept. And that's the ultimate definition of thinking outside the box. The Raptors, the single rail, one in a row. The only coaster I've done that's running one in a row is Space Mountain. And obviously those are a lot better than Space Mountain. They're very nimble. They take tight maneuvers, crazy elements, crazy ejector air time. all around, RMC is awesome. Like, I just love the way their rides feel. I love how smooth they are. I love how powerful they are. They are just beautiful. Iron Gwazi is beautiful. It is a masterpiece. And I almost cried when I rode it for the first time of joy, because that's like, Iron Gwazi is like a fever dream. Like, it's actually a dream come true riding it, because as a coaster enthusiast, it's every freaking thing you want in a coaster. Better than Fury, better than Velocicoaster, better than Mako. Like, it's everything you want in a coaster. And it's like a dream. Like, you experience it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I dreamed of. This has all the elements I want. It's as smooth as I want. It's just like euphoric. Like, it's great. Like, jeez. But yeah, I'm talking a lot. Just so passionate about this. And Iron Gwazi is the culmination of all my passions as a coaster enthusiast. It's just, like, I'm at a loss for words. Like, it's just, I hit that brake run, and I am just, like, overwhelmed with emotion. And some might say it's just a roller coaster, and it is just a roller coaster. But at the end of the freaking day, it is not just a roller coaster. Holy crap. I'm tweaking over this ride. You haven't gone on enough Intamins. That's fair. What Intamins have you done? I'm trying to think. Holy crap, what Intamins have you done? I don't know. Have you done any Intamins, Sam? Yeah, I could see why you would lean towards B&M because of all the stuff you've done, but when you get on more Intamins, you'll probably, you're going to check, I bet. But when you get more Intamins, you'll probably, you agree with me? Alright. But yeah, Iron Gwazi with the Mardi Gras hearts. Oh yeah, because it's purple track, and it's themed to a crocodile, so the trains are green, so really great color scheme too, but I don't ride Iron Gwazi for the color scheme. It's similar to, like, how I don't ride Velocicoaster for, like, the theming, but that enhances it. Like, you don't ride Iron Gwazi for the color scheme. Even if it was an ugly color scheme, I would still love it. Like, it's stuff like that, like, oh, it's raining a lot. Storm's coming, guys. I heard that when it flies over us, it's going to be a Cat 1, so probably be fine. And so will the theme parks, hopefully. Theme parks will be fine, hopefully. But, like, I don't ride Iron Gwazi for the color scheme. Obviously, I don't. Like, that sounds dumb, but, like, it's stuff like that that enhances it for me. Like, the Raptor animatronics in the queue, the window that leads to the second launch for Velocicoaster. I don't ride the ride because of that, but it enhances the experience while I'm there. It's like, people come to your park to ride the tallest roller coaster in the world, or like they see the billboards on the highway, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's a little dramatic, but people come to your park to, like, they see the stuff on the highway, they see the statistics. You're driving by Hershey Park, you see their new hybrid coaster, the old Wildcat, renovated into this awesome, by the way, awesome looking ride, Wildcat's Revenge. You go to the park to do that, but then you see the park is nice while you're there. Not the other way around. Like, you don't go to a park because you've heard of how nice it is. Like, the billboards say, like, the atmosphere and stuff. You go to the park because of how tall the coaster is, and then you experience stuff while you're there that enhances the experience. So it's like, that's what's drawing you in, that's what's reeling you in, and then while you're there, you see how beautiful it is. I don't know if that sounds like a whole lot of yap. I've just filled out my insides. It's just what I think. Oh, Tivoli Gardens actually looks awesome. I'm pretty sure they only have, like a couple coasters. I'm pretty sure they have, like, a B&M Looper, like a Forest, but, like, Yeah, I could see why your mom would want to go, because she's not, like, super into coasters. But I do recommend going to Tivoli Gardens if you go to Europe. That's in Coaster Studios, like, top 25 best parks in Europe. I'm happy for you, because your mom would want to go. Take advantage of it while you're there, because it looks like you're going to have a good time. But, yeah. No Intamins. I figured, because, like, no Intamins at SeaWorld. Actually, you have been on an Intamin. Infinity Falls, but you've never been on an Intamin coaster. Okay? Because other than Infinity Falls, no Intamins at SeaWorld. There is one Intamin at Busch Gardens, Cheetah Hunt, but not done that. Yeah, you've been, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Infinity Falls is in Intamin River Rapids. But, like, you've been on an Intamin creation, I guess. So there's always that, but, like, yeah, I'm trying to think, what other parks have you been to? No Intamins at Disney. They have an Intamin at Disneyland, Incredicoaster at DCA, Disney California Adventure, but, like, yeah, like, no Intamin coasters. I'm trying to think, what other parks have you been to? You've been to Disney, Universal. Universal has Intamins, but you haven't been on those. You will ride an Intamin soon. Gringotts. When we go to Horror Nights, because you want to get the credits while you're there, but, like, that's more of a dark ride than a coaster. I don't think that's going to be the ride that blows you away and makes you think, holy crap, Intamins are so good. Like, you're going to still like B&M more, but, like, when you ride Velocicoaster and stuff, and when I get on more Intamins, like, when I go to, when I go to Hershey Park and I ride Sky Rush, when I ride El Toro, when I ride all these absolutely demented crazy rides with, like, ejector time out the wazoo, then I like Intamin even more, and then you'll learn to like Intamin more than B&M. Maybe you won't. Some people like B&M more, so we'll actually see. I shouldn't be talking yet, but just gotta wait till you ride some Intamins. Fun Spot, yeah. Oh, those are the parks you've been to. Alright. So, yeah. Have you ever played Hollow Knight? What is Hollow Knight? I don't know what that is. No clue. Never played. When I saw that come out, I thought you were talking about Howl-O-Scream at SeaWorld, but nope, you said played, so I assume you're talking about a video game. If you guys will excuse me, I really need to pee, so I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Be right back. Sorry. What has happened while I was in the bathroom? I'm curious. Oh, you know what I was also thinking, Sam? Our next stream will probably be the one where you come here. Come to my house. That's obviously not going to be, like, after the hurricane. Like, maybe in a couple weekends. But maybe that will be our next stream, unless I decide to do more before then. Like, Hunter will probably ask me to do more before then. But, like, yeah, these streams are not going to... Until he comes, if I make any other streams... on the 16th, you're going? Oh, yeah. Isn't that the haunted house thing? Isn't that... Because we're doing a haunted house in Hunter's Creek. I'll tell you guys about that in a second, but... Yeah, because we got rehearsal, right? Yeah, so you're going to come there. That's on a Wednesday. Should be good. I forgot about that. That's a couple days before Horror Nights. Oh, yeah, we could do a stream while we're there. Couple days before Horror Nights. And... Maybe you should bring the games you set up when you come. Because that stream will be longer. Because he has set up, like, coaster trivia and, like, coaster-related games. But whenever he's not here, my streams are probably going to be about an hour. That's how long I want my streams to be. Not the longest streams in the world, not the shortest streams. But I think about an hour is a good benchmark for streams. Yeah, you're going to bring the games you set up. That should be good. Because I remember you came to my house at, like 4:30, and we had... Or, not 4:30. We ended school at 4:25. We came back to the house at, like, 5:30. And the haunted house rehearsal was, like, at 7. So, we had more than enough time to do a stream. So, yeah, we'll do that. It should be fun. Yeah, you'll bring the games. And, yeah, but... I think my average stream length is going to be about an hour. So I think that's what I'm setting up. But when he comes and does that stream, there's going to be games and stuff. So it's going to be longer because he's got stuff set up. So, and we'll have a trivia or a Q&A session. And that will be the part where we just ask questions and stuff. What do you mean TMI? TMI. Carter says hi. Oh, hi, Carter. Wait, haven't you been in the stream this entire time? Wait a minute. Are you on a different account? The heck? Looks like you are on a different account. That's interesting. What do you mean TMI, Sam? But yeah, I'm excited to go to Horror Nights with you. Oh yeah. Wanna be friends? Wait, what? You are my... Wait, what? Is this Carter? Wait, what? This is not... This is... The heck? This is not Carter. It's Carter. I'm already Carter's friend. The heck? What the heck? You hacked... What, you hacked Carter's account? Yeah, I know it's not Carter. Because I saw that and I was like, what the heck? The heck is this kid doing? You hacked Carter's account? Oh. That's a sibling? Oh, okay. What's a sibling? What is this kid on about, bro? David spells siblings, right? You should get a lesson on spelling for my friend Hunter. No, I'm kidding. Hunter's even worse at spelling. Oh, yeah, I actually want to tell you guys about the haunted house thing, because my friend Samuel from Sam Mike's House is obviously here. He is coming. Oh, you spelled something right. Wow. You spelled something right, Hunter. And I'm about to jinx it. You're about to sell again. And spelled something completely wrong. Who's YT Nikki? Hi, YT Nikki. Wait, how do you know Hunter?